E-bikes have become more and more popular over the past few years, which is reflected in this sector's booming sales figures. Retrofit solutions, which let you turn your existing bike into an e-bike, are carving out their own niche in this fast-growing market. There are a variety of reasons behind this trend. Installation often requires quite a lot of effort, while the end result is not very appealing in terms of appearance. The quality of the control systems is often not convincing either. The Copenhagen Wheel from the US manufacturer Superpedestrian promises to overcome these issues and to improve performance. We've put these claims to the test by conducting an extended test over 3,000 kilometers on the single-speed version of the Copenhagen Wheel. So, now for the check. Our first impressions of the Copenhagen Wheel straight out of the box are very positive. It certainly has a very stylish and minimalist look, and that's happily still our opinion once it's installed. Since everything needed to provide support for electrically assisted cycling is integrated into the hub. There's no external cable routing or bulky battery to spoil the fine lines of our test bike, resulting in an extremely clean look overall. So, if you like the appearance of the Copenhagen Wheel, you can create a one-of-a-kind two-wheeler that will set itself apart from all those off-the-shelf e-bikes. Fitting the wheel isn't particularly complicated. Off with the old wheel, on with the Copenhagen Wheel. Tighten the hub spindle nuts and lock in place with a torque arm. Then download the app and pair the wheel with your mobile over Bluetooth. Job done. The Copenhagen Wheel is supplied ready to install and weighs just under 9 kilograms in the single-speed version we tested. Once fitted, it increases the weight of our test bike from 10.4 to 17.6 kilos and makes it definitely tail-heavy and less than convenient to carry. Right now, the Copenhagen Wheel can only be decelerated using rim brakes. We were far from impressed with the performance of the rim brakes when cycling in dense traffic on narrow urban streets, especially in wet conditions. That's why we now make a habit of decelerating our test bikes with the integrated regen braking function, which works in a similar way to a coaster brake. While the effect of the regen braking in terms of gain and range is marginal, it certainly serves us well as an additional brake. On the Copenhagen Wheel, the motor, electronics and battery are contained in the hub. While battery capacity is on the low side due to the all-inclusive design, which leaves only a limited amount of installation space, we still managed to cover ranges from around 35 to 40 kilometers over flat ground, whilst pedaling hard and using the most powerful of the 3 assist levels. You can fully recharge a flat battery within 4 hours, but this means you need to have a mains socket where you store your bike on account of the fixed battery. Unfortunately, the bike did not prove to be very resistant to rainwater, which meant that the initially ultra-silent motor developed obvious running noises, noticeable even to the rider after the first few rides in the rain. The Wheel app, as the control center for the Copenhagen Wheel, provides the rider with a mass of information, both during rides and afterwards. In our view, it has everything you could possibly wish for. The excellent motor controls on the Copenhagen Wheel stand out right from the start. Motor-assisted pedaling on the test bike is very smooth, so you still feel like you're riding a bicycle, with the benefit of still being able to get up to the assisted speed limit of 25 kilometers an hour very quickly. As soon as you hit this maximum assisted speed, you immediately notice the considerable rolling drag of the wheel. Whereas before conversion, it was relatively easy to ride our test bike on the flat at speeds over 25 kilometers an hour, it is now extremely hard to persuade it to go over the assisted speed limit, and then only by using a lot of pedal power. On the other hand, the bike performs superbly again on slight or moderately steep climbs. The Copenhagen Wheel can't cope with steep climbs because of the direct drive design. What we liked about the Copenhagen Wheel is how quick and easy it is to install, and its very clean lines and distinctive looks. The wheel also scores very highly in terms of its excellent motor controls and the well-designed app, which provides very detailed information about every tour. We weren't keen on the wheel's high rolling drag, which was very noticeable at speeds over 25 km an hour. We were actually going faster before, without the motor, while using less energy. On top of that, we would really like to see a version of the Copenhagen Wheel that's compatible with disc brakes. And there's also some work left to do when it comes to wheel stability. 2 faults occurred during our test, which resulted in long periods when the bike was out of action and some frustration, as did the rather complicated and slow service process. All in all, the wheel unquestionably has the potential to offer an alternative to buying a brand new e-bike. However, at the moment we feel that there are a number of items left on the to-do list before the Copenhagen Wheel can perform on the same level.